Biography of John Jay. John Jay, December 12, 1745 to May 17, 1829, was a pivotal American statesman, diplomat, and jurist, revered as one of the United States' founding fathers. His contributions to securing American independence, negotiating the Treaty of Paris, co-authoring the Federalist Papers, and serving as the first Chief Justice of the U.S. Supreme Court were instrumental in shaping the nation's early diplomatic and judicial foundations. Jay's intellect, integrity, and commitment to the rule of law left an enduring legacy in the fledgling republic. Early life. Born into a prosperous Huguenot family in New York City, John Jay was the seventh child of Peter Jay, a merchant, and Mary Van Cortlandt of Dutch descent. Educated privately and later at King's College, now Columbia University, he graduated in 1764 and pursued law, becoming a practicing attorney in 1768. His early career focused on commercial disputes, establishing him as a rising figure in New York's legal circles. Revolutionary involvement. As tensions with Britain escalated, Jay joined the revolutionary cause. He attended the First Continental Congress in 1774, initially favoring reconciliation but later embracing independence. He helped draft New York's state constitution in 1776 and served as president of the Continental Congress, 1778 to 1779, fostering unity among the colonies. His early diplomatic stint as envoy to Spain in 1779, though less successful, honed his skills for future negotiations. Diplomatic achievements. Jay's most celebrated diplomatic triumph was his role in negotiating the Treaty of Paris, 1783, which ended the Revolutionary War. Appointed alongside Benjamin Franklin and John Adams, Jay demonstrated remarkable foresight and tenacity. Suspicious of French motives, he believed France might prioritize its own interests over America's. He insisted on direct talks with Britain, bypassing French intermediaries. This strategic move secured favorable terms: British recognition of U.S. independence, a western boundary at the Mississippi River, and fishing rights off Newfoundland. The treaty, signed on September 3, 1783, not only affirmed American sovereignty but also doubled the nation's territory, setting the stage for westward expansion. Historian Gordon Wood notes, Jay's insistence on bilateral negotiations was a masterstroke, preserving American autonomy at a fragile moment. Later, as Secretary of Foreign Affairs under the Articles of Confederation, 1784 to 1789, Jay navigated the weak Confederation's foreign challenges, advocating for a stronger central government, a vision realized in the Constitution. His diplomatic acumen shone again in 1794 with the Jay Treaty. Sent by President Washington to avert war with Britain, Jay addressed lingering post-war tensions, including British occupation of northwestern forts and maritime disputes. The treaty, ratified in 1795, secured British withdrawal from American soil and established trade terms, ensuring a decade of peace during America's formative years. Though criticized for not resolving British impressment of American sailors, Jay viewed it as a pragmatic necessity, telling Washington, "We gain time to grow stronger." Despite domestic backlash, effigies of Jay were burned in protest. The treaty's long-term benefits bolstered U.S. stability. Judicial achievements. Appointed by Washington as the first Chief Justice of the U.S. Supreme Court in 1789, Jay served until 1795, laying the groundwork for the federal judiciary. His tenure established the court's authority within a nascent government still defining its branches. The landmark case Chisholm v. Georgia, 1793, epitomized his impact. When a South Carolina citizen sued Georgia over a Revolutionary War debt, Jay's majority opinion upheld federal jurisdiction over states, affirming the supremacy of national courts. This decision, though later overturned by the 11th Amendment, underscored Jay's vision of a unified legal system as he wrote, "The people of the United States form one nation under one government." Jay also shaped judicial procedure, issuing rules for court operations and presiding over early cases that clarified federal power. His diplomatic experience informed his judicial philosophy. In Hayburn's case, 1792, he avoided entanglement in executive matters, reinforcing judicial independence. Legal scholar Akhil Reed Amar praises Jay's tenure, stating, "He gave the Supreme Court its first voice, balancing law with practicality." Resigning in 1795 to become New York governor, Jay left a judiciary poised to grow into a co-equal branch. Later career and retirement. As New York governor 1795 to 1801, Jay advanced infrastructure and signed a gradual emancipation law, reflecting his abolitionist leanings. After retiring in 1801, he withdrew to his Westchester County estate, declining further office despite offers. Married to Sarah Livingston since 1774, he enjoyed a stable family life, raising 7 children. A devout Christian, he devoted his later years to faith and charity. Jay died of a stroke on May 17, 1829, at age 83, buried in his family plot. His remains rest in Rye, New York, now a historic site. John Jay's legacy lies in his diplomatic finesse and judicial pioneering. The Treaty of Paris secured America's place among nations, while the Jay Treaty preserved its early peace. As Chief Justice, he molded a judiciary that endures today. Often overshadowed by peers like Washington or Jefferson, Jay's quieter contributions earned him the title, the Forgotten Founder. His home is a national landmark, and his writings inspire ongoing reflections on law and diplomacy.